They took us all to jail, and then they made us watch them take our stuff, and they threw our stuff over to the apartments. So they basically like just all the stuff we like collect or
that you need for day-to-day life.
Because sometimes they'll come through. They didn't used to arrest anybody. They used to just give warnings.
Yeah, well, what's the benefit in arresting you?
None.
It's just a cycle of going in and out of jail.
It's you know, nothing. There's no benefits, and nobody harms anybody. They make up stories.
Well, I'll tell you, me coming here, I had to ask a bunch of people, like, where are the tunnels?
Mm-hmm.
And everybody was very specific, like, don't go. This is not a place you want to go. Good morning, it is Christmas List here in sunny Las Vegas. My final morning, and I'm on a mission. A mission I hope to share with you folks about these, the tunnel people. Some call them the mole people. They live under the streets of Las Vegas. So I've been driving around and asking as many questions as I can to those that look like they can help me, and I'm here and I can see a police presence. This is the entrance to the famous or infamous tunnel system here in Las Vegas. So I'm right in front of the Rio Hotel. I'm gonna try my best to get on the other side. It seems like there's more people, more movement on that side than there is on this side. So you can see tents down there, and over here you can see like a makeshift ladder to get over the fence. Ooh, that would hurt.
Oh yeah. Paul.
What's your name?
Maine.
Maine.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you. My name's Chris. So how long have you been out here?
I think probably three and a half years.
It's a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Are you originally from Vegas?
No. I'm from the East Coast.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
New York?
South Florida.
Joe, this is where you live?
Temporarily, yeah.
Is it just you?
Yeah.
You made this yourself?
Yeah.
From stuff you found. So the people that were here earlier, they don't bother with you if you're here?
Yeah, they do. I mean, they'll come through and they'll throw everything away.
If you're not here?
Right.
But if you're here, they're not gonna push that limit. There's 3 different junk trucks here cleaning up and removing the tents and any items left over here. It's a big community of homeless people, and I guess it's a consistent battle day to day on keeping the little that they have here. I agree it's messy, no doubt, and when the water comes through, I can only imagine how it spreads all of these belongings all the way down the canal.
I was brought to desperation. I used to dig in the dumpsters and get copper and aluminum and stuff and go recycle it, but I wasn't getting enough money.
Yeah.
Started looking at the ground, and there's a natural sign to the...
When you say the ground, you're just talking about anywhere?
Yeah, just the dirt or the ground or the rocks.
Yeah.
They all got like gold or gold-like qualities in them.
There's a sparkle to it.
You can see
But have you ever found gold?
Yeah.
Here?
Yeah. Like... It comes from like flake.
What would you do with the gold if you found it?
I melt it together. I'll show you some stuff right here.
You're hearing this first. Joe is going to show us evidence of gold here in the tunnel.
This is actual that I've turned the ground into gold or something of value.
Something of value.
That way, because when you melt it down enough times,
yeah,
you're going to melt out the stuff that's invaluable.
Right. And besides gold, I'm certain you found some crazy stuff down here.
I found jewelry.
How long have you been down here?
What's this documentary for?
Me, just for me.
This is stuff that I found that people throw away, stuff around on the ground, stuff that washes out of the wash.
Right.
This is just
okay. So my mindset was all messed up because I thought you were finding gold like in its natural state, but you're.
I am.
Okay.
This is just the stuff I'm showing you that I have.
How long have you been down here?
I've been here 7 years.
Wow, that's a long time. Are you amongst the longest down here, or there are elders to you?
I think I've been here longer than anybody here.
Okay.
On this side.
What happens? They eventually find a way out, or?
Well, a lot of times people got families.
Yes, to turn to.
They come out here just to have like a camp life or a different style life. So
eventually get tired of it?
Yeah.
You just dropped a piece there.
Oh, thank you.
What about you? Where are you originally from?
Illinois.
Okay. A lot colder. I was driving through Illinois on the way down here, and
this is winter here. This is
lots of snow.
This is spring from where I'm from.
Yeah, me too.
This is a piece of off the ground.
So what is this?
This is, I believe, to be platinum, or let's say champagne platinum.
Okay. It's lighter than a natural rock.
Right.
In weight.
They do something to it when they cook it. They have a chemical, or they have a different type of metal that they touch it to, like graphite or a magnet of some sort that gives it its weight. I know a few things about it. I know enough to get myself in trouble.
Yeah.
But
what about meteors?
Yes.
Somebody told me that they.
I'm not a scientist or anything, but I can't tell you.
You're not? I would have thought you were Joe the scientist here in the tunnels.
Yeah, right. No, but I've found quite a few things. The tunnels themselves, they have malachitites and stalactites. It's a salt deposit or mineral deposit. When it rains or drains down, and they actually have stalactites and malachitites. And you're going to find a lot of your minerals that are in the ground there, the precious minerals.
Yeah. Joe, I'm going to ask you a crazy question. You're an intelligent man. What the hell are you doing down here?
You could.
Is there one event in your life that caused this, or it's just an accumulation of things?
Thereof, but mainly lost my ID, my identification.
Yeah.
And can't seemingly get it back, no matter what.
Joe, I've lost my ID, and I haven't entered it.
It's not from lack of trying.
Yeah.
It's from position of being held down or held back, not being able to
get a one-up. What about you? You don't have no family in Chicago?
Intentionally trying to hold me back from getting it.
Right.
I've gotten the documents, I've gotten other documents that paid for it, and it's always hoop jump through and say I get arrested and my paperwork's here.
Yeah.
Those guys come through, they throw away all
but let's say
stuff.
for example I
gotta start over and start over.
Say for example you got your ID today, how would that help you?
That would be amazing.
Yeah.
I have a jackpot waiting for me at the pounds for $25.57. $2,500. I can't pick it up because I don't have an ID. I've given every other form of identification.
Right. So why isn't that your priority right now? Or is it your priority?
You can only go to the places that do it on certain days.
Yes.
And they'll order it for you.
Yeah.
And then you have to have a place for them to mail it to, or they mail it there. I've done it numerous times. They're supposed to keep it for life. They don't have money. So I don't know.
It must be very rough living like this lifestyle here, where you're constantly worried about your everything you own disappearing in a truck. And what about the water itself?
Somebody coming by that wants to take your valuable things. You know?
Yeah.
We find valuable things all the time, things that are worth selling. Like here, I got stuff that's like a collagen.
That has a value to it.
Yeah, it's like $200 a vial, but you got to go out and try to sell shit, you know?
Right. What about the water? Does it affect you? The water here in the canal?
It gets up high. It gets up to about right here.
Yeah.
And then it drains down. But this spot is specific. It's probably hasn't been washed out for a long time. That's why it looks like dirt, like soil from Illinois, you know. And the rest is rock. You can see where the water has washed it all over.
When's the last time that you saw the water?
About a week ago. It was about up to here.
In over 7 years, have you seen people get hurt because of the water?
Actually, the old tunnels. These are the new tunnels.
Okay.
I used to stay in the farthest left-hand one.
On the left, yes.
Right next to it. There was 4 of it. There was 3 of it. Anyways, I seen a little trickle of water come through. Oh, that ain't nothing. It's 100, or it was 2 below or something. It was 120-mile-per-hour winds, 2 below. It was cold. You didn't want to be up. You didn't want everything you touched, your hands got frozen. Within 30 seconds, it was like 3 foot of water come washing through. Picked up my mattress that I was laying on. Me and my girlfriend was laying on. We started floating down.
Right.
We lost everything. I was drowned.
Now, you believe these waters come because of Mother Nature, or you believe it's like a human being pushing a button and saying, let's clear this?
I'm pretty sure that they've got some type of climate control of some sort, but it doesn't rain out here very often.
Right.
I guess this would be the rainy season.
Yeah. What's the toughest part of being out here?
Not having money, not having the not having the right credentials, not living my life the way I want to. This isn't me. This isn't my life. This isn't who I am. I've been homeless, you know. I can get on my feet. I can work. I've got skills. Can't get a job. And even if you did have a job, I don't have an ID to keep it. So they'd have to be under the table pay.
Right. Not easy.
This stuff seems a little easier, but it's not, because I can't sell this shit either. I go to the pawn shop and try to sell something, and they say, well, if it's magnetic, well, it's not real. Well, that's not true either.
Right.
But I have one thing that's magnetic and one thing that's not. So is one real and one not?
Right, right.
They tell me they're both fakes.
Right.
I can't sell nothing.
But this is where you're sleeping, right here, amongst all this stuff.
Well, yeah, it's kind of packed full of things right now, but yeah, I'm trying to find some actual gold that I have.
So you're saying, what do you think this is? It's very light. It's something.
It's a piece of platinum or gold or silver. Here's another large piece.
But you're the one melting it, or you found it that way?
I get torches and I'll melt it.
Yeah.
It's something that came out of somebody's pit.
It sounds hollow, like it's very light.
It's solid all the way through.
Solid, okay.
I've melted. I know it turned into a puddle of lava, you know, like not lava, but metal.
It actually looks a little bit like lava.
And when you shine it up, it shines up like platinum.
So you believe there's a value to this?
I know there is.
Okay.
It has to be, because I've melted it 7 times.
Yeah.
And that's.
But who taught you that? Who taught you how to?
I'm National Geographic. My dad told us when we was kids that, you know, once you melt something enough times, whatever's left behind
purifies
has to be something of value, you know.
It's pretty neat.
And it's shiny, you know. It helps with.
Isn't everything in Las Vegas shiny? Everything above the tunnels, at least.
Everything down below the tunnels is shiny. It's shiny. My dad was a very informational guy, you know.
Yeah.
When we was kids, and I took that as well as watching Gold Rush and things like that. I love those shows.
I used to watch Gold Rush as well when it first came out.
I love the thrill of like the treasure hunt. You know,
yeah, but they set up a video in a good way, because they get you on your toes, waiting to see, are they gonna find enough gold?
Right, the anticipation.
You gotta watch to the last episode.
Here's just a simple rock, but see, you can tell that it's got.
There's something to it.
Gold or some type of gold quality to it, right?
Yeah.
This was just picked up off the ground.
Yeah.
And so you see the yellow in it. So I don't know if it's something that's been petrified, or if it's like something from the center of the earth when the meteor hit, made the valley for Las Vegas, you know?
Yeah.
It was underwater at that time when it hit.
Right.
So you got surf and turf, you got sea rocks, you got land rocks, you've got coral, like this here. It looks like coral, right?
Right. It does.
It does. It very much looks like it's like coral reef or something.
Yeah.
It's kind of a odd, like that way over there. See how it's got the layers and stuff.
You know,
natural,
I was in the Sahara.
I don't know if this was man-done or natural. Or
no, it doesn't look like it was man-made at all. But I was in the Sahara desert, and they showed me full skeletons, a big whale in the Sahara desert, and petrified wood from millions of years ago.
Oh my God.
So there's no doubt at one time, I'm sure Vegas was, or at least this part of it was underwater.
I have found bones. I have found like what do they call that? Fossils.
Okay.
Where you break open a rock and
you find something inside.
You got something inside of it, yeah. And those things are supposedly pretty valuable, but I mean, here's a petrified piece of wood.
Yeah.
It's all either gold or platinum. Once it gets melted down in a cauldron,
yeah,
it'll melt it all out. I think there's a way to do it. I don't know exactly, and I don't have the ability to do it.
And what do you, for example, on the average day, how do you spend your day? Are you on the hunt for items like this, treasures?
I go beg for gold, and in the
Sir, you beg for gold?
No, beg for money. I'm sorry, not gold. I beg for.
That'd be different. Hey, imagine me on the street corner with a sign. Hey, I beg you, give me that necklace right now.
No, that's not it. That's
so you beg for.
I beg for
money.
Right, and then I.
What is an average day look like? How many donations do you get? Like what value? Because I think there's a misconception that beggars are making millions of dollars.
No, hell no.
If you were making millions of dollars, I presume you wouldn't be living here.
Okay, every $5 you make, you gotta buy something to eat, or you try to gamble and come up and lose it, or you might come up. You get lucky.
But an average day, how many dollars in donations are you getting?
Anywhere from 10 to 150.
Okay, but 150 you'd say is a great day.
Yeah, that's like 18 hours of
crazy on your feet.
Yeah. Begging people. And it's annoying because I don't want to do that. It's not me.
No, I can imagine.
But we go to jail. The police put us in jail, and we lose a lot of things every time we
come out. People come through your stuff.
Go through our stuff, and it's gone. It's missing. Yeah, it's value. You know, certain things you have in your bag, like torches and lighters, and they throw all that stuff away because they're not supposed to have it. Right?
And I saw a knife. Is it for protection? Is there ever times where you feel like
if I fight, I'm gonna
you're in danger?
Hands. I'm not gonna try to fleshly injure somebody.
Yeah.
If I'm gonna fight with my hands.
But over the 7 years, has it come to that at all?
Yeah, I've been robbed at gunpoint. I've been stabbed.
And it's from people living down here, or it's just from people, the outside community coming down? Both.
I have found gold like flake up underneath like palm trees and old stumps.
Yeah.
I dig out the stump and I found it. I don't have any. I saved some over here for a long time, but it got washed out.
Then the cycle continues. Well, Joe, I appreciate you.
I didn't actually show you enough of what I have, but you wanted to see a meteor.
Oh, you have a meteor there.
This is what I believe to be possibly one. I'm not sure. Or it could be freaking
cast
cast iron for all I
yeah.
know. But it looks like diamond on the inside of
yeah.
it.
I don't know enough.
I don't either.
About meteors in order to give you any recommendations.
Every time I get a phone, it gets taken from me. So, where's my? I'm sorry. I'm at a loss right now because I have, like I said, multiple. Here you go. Here's something here. This is natural. This was something like slate, golden slate, or well, I would say it would be like flake gold. It's like runs along the side of the street when it rains, and it comes along the canal, the corner of the curb of the street. You see little flakes like this.
Yeah.
And at some point, it had to collect and harden.
Yeah.
What's up? Oh, okay. But this was actually a thicker piece, and I split it to see if it was all the way through, and I hit it with a torch.
Right.
So I know it looks fragile, right? But it's not.
Right.
Because it's all one solid piece. But it doesn't look completely like a piece of metal that you'd be normally, you know.
Right. Something different, for sure.
It looks like but it's all one piece. It's pretty neat.
You're unique.
It might just be slate. It might just be pyrite. But I don't know. But to me, it's something valuable. I think it's something pretty. You know.
Yeah, you're a unique human being here, Joe.
I know I am. But I've got a lot of different skills. I sing. I rap. I sing. I write poetry.
Okay, you gotta conclude our meetup with give me a rap. Let me hear a little taste.
Oh, I can't do that right now.
Come on, man. You can't be
spot.
teasing me and telling me you can rap and then you're not going to give me a conclusion to our conversation. A little rap.
You can't put me on the spot.
No, that's the best way.
I can't do that right now.
Can't do it. All right, Joe.
I will though.
To conclude, how do you want to be treated as someone that lives down here in the tunnel? How do you hope that people, the outside here, how should they be treating you?
I think they see us as we're trying to get away with not paying bills or being a protected person in society.
Are you a bad person?
No, I'm not.
Should I be scared of you?
Hell no.
No,
we're just caught in the loophole. Okay, a lot of us do drugs.
The cycle.
A lot of us don't want to work.
What percentage would you say is drug related for being down here in the tunnels? A high percentage?
No, I don't know. It varies, but I would say 90% of people that come down here are coming down to party. It's Sin City, for God's sake. You know?
And what about gambling? What percentage?
Oh, I couldn't tell you.
A lot of people gamble.
Yeah, a lot of people gamble.
Even with the little you have.
There's very few places that are 24 hours, and most of them are casinos.
Yeah.
I mean, put two and two together. They got the food courts, they've got the money, the people that are awake at 3 o'clock in the morning.
There's that chance of putting in 20 and maybe getting
$200.
Right.
But if you've been here 7 years and been putting it in the machine, you know a couple of machines that are going to hit.
You know. If you want to know the secret, Joe's got the secret. Joe, it's a pleasure.
I made it out here flipping coins.
And what did you get, heads or tails?
Well, it depended on what intersection we was at. when we got to a point of deciding which direction to go, we would flip a coin, right or left, you know. Didn't know where the hell we was going.
I wake up every morning, people ask me where you're going to go next, and I haven't a clue.
Yeah.
But about 10 minutes ago, I decided Mexico will be my next destination.
Interesting. What part?
I'll start in Tijuana and see what happens.
We went down to Mexicali, Calexico with a truck driver and spent a couple of weeks down there, a couple of months ago down there. And yeah, it's interesting. It's a different world if you've never been there. For sure.
Well, I've been to Mexico, but I've never been to Tijuana. This is like your little drawbridge? This is where you stay?
No. I stay in the...
It's like the front of the castle. You know, you gotta walk across the moat. Would you live down here? Or you just hang around here?
I stay at... I make my hustle in the casinos. I stay at the different casinos across. Once in a while, I gotta go without a room. But for the most part, I get rooms every night. So,
yeah.
We get a little bit different life out there, I guess. But
what can you tell me about the people that live down here? You know what's funny? I've been all over the world, and today I stopped in different places asking people, like, how do I get into the tunnels? And everyone warned me over and over again, don't go down, way too dangerous. And I've only met nice, kind people.
Yeah.
It's always the case.
Yeah.
Never listen to...
You know, if you want the most generous man in the world, find the man that doesn't have anything.
Yeah.
You know, those are going to be the ones that are going to give you the shirt off their back.
It's often the case.
Dinner and, you know.
Well, the places they tell me not to go are always where I meet the most authentic people.
And that's exactly what I mean. You know, it's always the ones that you suspect to be. Or that everybody seems to think is going to be the awful, you know, the worst of, or whatever, or the most stingy, or whatever the case is. And it's the complete opposite normally. Yeah, we ran into that traveling out here. You know.
Where are you originally from?
Indiana.
Okay, so nobody that I've met today is from Las Vegas.
Of course not. I mean, we all run away from something. Right here.
But is it the climate that brings you here?
Well, the casinos brought me
here. Casinos.
You know, I mean, I got out to California, like I said, flipping coins, and I found the casinos, and I found I could make a living there, so I started doing that, and then, you know.
Shit happens.
Yeah, and I ended up in Vegas, you know. That's so, but I mean, it's obviously Mecca, where you would go if you're making your living in the casinos. You're going to come to the Mecca of the casinos, you know. That's where you're going to end up.
Where are you going to go?
Yeah. I did hear you say something, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
I'm pointing out, he was just saying, talking down here about, you know, living like this, or talking to Joe, you know, living like this, and I always make the statement and pointing out to people, you know, man lived on this earth for tens of thousands of years.
Before homes.
Yeah.
I know.
And they were fine.
Yeah. Well, I'll put it this way. I've been to 127 countries. Last month I was in Africa. I'm in the Middle East. A lot of people live with very, very little. Mm-hmm. And often they live a decent life, where they're not fighting over the smaller things in life.
And they're happier, yeah.
And they're happier.
A lot of people that you talk to, and they say, oh, you just say that, you know, hey, I'm much happier without the mortgage, without the, you know, I guess I still pay rent because I got to keep it play up and do what I got to do, you know, to keep where I'm staying, but it's a lot easier.
Yeah, stress-free.
It's stress-free.
Not everyone will understand that, but I don't expect everyone to understand that.
It's a different world.
What about the difficulties of, like, being down here? There's got to be some difficulties.
I mean, I don't spend much time down here. I'm going to just bounce in to visit. So
yeah. But you're down here, so you must come down here quite often.
Well, often enough. I mean, I walk down here the first weekend I was in town. I walked down, you know, they were on the other side of the tracks there.
The biggest danger, would you say, is water or people? Or lack of employment?
Police.
Police, yeah.
That's the biggest danger out here. I've talked to two specific different ladies here in this town that said they've been handcuffed and raped by cops here.
Yeah.
Homeless ladies like that.
What's the benefit?
There's no repercussions for it. There's nothing you can do about it.
Right.
Nothing to say about it.
But what's the benefit of arresting these people that live down here?
There's none.
It's a cycle of going in and out of prison and lawyer fees and court fees.
Yeah, it funds, fuels the system.
The economy.
Yeah. Other than that, there's no benefit to that. It doesn't benefit these people. It doesn't benefit society and their goals of getting them out of here, of making things cleaner or better. You know, what does that benefit? It just sets them back, just like the junk man coming today.
Yeah.
It takes away their
I watched them. Yeah.
And all that does is sets them back further. You know, I'm not saying that they're right in being here or that we're right in everywhere we go. That's not right either. But there's got to be somewhere. You got to live somewhere. Everybody just wants a place to lay their head. They want a place to go.
What I found was strange that all the garbage was left and the tents were taken away. Like, if anything, do the opposite, right? Take the garbage and.
And you know, they bring 3 trucks down here.
Yeah.
Bring 3 trucks down here and the manpower for it. If they just put a damn 8-yard dumpster up there, people that throw the trash away.
That'd be too easy.
They gladly put that in your dumpster up here, just like any other business does, and let the dump truck come in every week and dump it out. And you know, I mean, they're not dirty people. They're dirty because they're in dirt, but they're not filthy. You know, I mean, they're not living in squalor. It's you know, it's asinine. The whole system, the whole way that they go about. First off, battling homelessness is a misnomer. You know, if they defeat homelessness, they're going to work themselves out of a job? Come on, is that what they have to do? You know, that's not. What are they going to do then? And you know, home is a feeling, not a place. For one, these people are at home.
Yeah.
You know, I'm as close to home as I get. I don't have much else, but you know, home is not. So homelessness and battling it is a whole different misnomer, and the way that the society and the way that these politicians are going about it is. They put millions, billions of dollars out for this Housing First project, and it started to work. It's worked at all the pilot programs they had. Yeah. And then as soon as they branch it out and they start dividing it to these little people, and they say, well, now all of a sudden you got to have these requirements. You got to be drug-free, or you got to go to church, or you got to go to AA meetings, or this. Right. Well, now the shit don't start working no more. You know,
look at Joe. Joe's he's got the work ethic.
Joe digs for gold. Yeah, that's. I mean, all that water in the mountains runs down here. Yeah. You know, there's no reason.
One day we're gonna see Joe on the news, and we're all gonna be like, yeah. I saw a documentary in New York City where a guy, he pans in the like in between the stepping stones in the gold district, and he finds diamonds and little shivers of emeralds and gold, and he goes out every day. Have you seen it? And he makes a living. Yeah. But I mean, he even finds like little
they're coming out of the stores.
Right, and they're having a cigarette, smoke it. Yeah. It's where they're manufacturing it.
Oh, okay.
So even the dust itself, just the wind blows, and if I didn't see it with my own eyes, I'd say you're crazy. There's no way you're gold mining in New York. So crazier shit has happened.
Go down to Coachella when the rain's real heavy, when it comes through the winter, the monsoons down in Southern California, Coachella there, when the monsoons come through. Yeah. In the streets, right by the rain gutters, you can see glitters of gold where it has rained out of the mountains, and it's run through the city streets. You know, they don't have real good drainage because it never rains. Yeah. And you can see right by the drains, you can see piles of it where they tell me it's gold. It looks like gold. Yeah. I mean, I'm no metallurgist either. Something gold. Somebody's headstone for their dog.
Look at that! I can see the cross there. Hey, wouldn't it be amazing to find out where that came from? Do you think?
I know where it came from. It come out of the hill right here.
Okay.
Oh, you mean the?
Yeah, like how far down did the water carry it? Why do you say it's a dog?
Because I found dog bones.
Okay.
And I know that there was a dog there because I know who lived here before.
Do you mind bringing it up? I'm just curious to see the cross. Look.
It's got gold all around the edges too.
And you just found this right now?
No, it's been around here. I got the other.
Oh, I was gonna say.
You can keep it.
No, my wife would love me. I'm gonna bring home a tombstone of a dog, but it's a heavy.
Looks like a cutting board. On the back, it looks like it had feet, like it had.
I'm presuming it's very old. Like, look at the way. Oh, it does.
Like maybe it was a cutting board.
But I mean, it's very rough the way it was. I don't know why there would be a cross on a cutting board, but who knows?
Well, he says it. Well, no, I'm sure they painted that on with the gold there. Yeah. They painted it. Whoever, but these guys, they're some of the smartest, most creative people.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
He may have carved that.
That's what I told Joe.
He may have carved those sections, and you know, I mean, some of the people I met.
Well, it's a pleasure talking to you, my friend.
You too, Chris. Good to meet you, man. Take care of yourself.
Yeah, thank you.
See where the gold is. It's in the woods.
Ooh.
It's in the woods, in the trees. There's steps in, Chris. Be easier to get up there.
Yeah, I guess I picked the harder way.
Yeah. In the roots. Kristen, it's good to meet you.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Thank you. Actually, we came here for family vacation.
Okay. How long ago was that?
This was in August.
Okay.
I'm going in.
August of last year.
What's that?
And then, no, July. And then August 1st, we were supposed to go back. My daughter, my mother-in-law, my brother-in-law went back. Me and my husband decided to stay. And then maybe like a week or so later, my bag got stolen on the Venetian Bridge. Had our phones in there, my ID, everything. So once I lost my ID, it's pretty much fucked. Like, tried to get a new SIM card. I need an ID, so yeah. I was stuck. All my emails and everything was on my phone, you know. And then like maybe like a week or two after that, I had like one more card on me who was in the taxi, and then the taxi driver assaulted me.
So there's a bunch of little or big things that happened to you that caused you to be down here.
Sort of, but I mean, it wasn't something that really stopped me. It's just, for whatever reason, like, just didn't go back right away, like, and then ended up out here.
Can't be easy here.
No.
What's the most difficult part?
Probably just no running water, you know, like, just no running water.
What about safety concerns? From what I heard, sort of the police are the scariest around.
Pretty much, they just come and harass you. And
have you been arrested since you've been here?
No.
No, you're one of the few then. I've heard everyone else say they've been arrested many times.
Yeah, they have, but not me. Thank God. But we was actually staying in those tunnels before.
Okay.
In the first tunnel, and then Metro came.
The Metro is police?
Yeah, and they would come like almost every day at one point, and then a couple times they came twice a day. And I was like, what the fuck? So the last time they came, they gave us a ticket for trespassing.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, I can't do it because I try to go back home. But so they gave the ticket. We just stayed.
What is the ticket?
Trespassing.
How much
have
is
to
it?
Go to court. So
it's not a financial.
Not yet. Hopefully it doesn't become one. But our court's on the 29th. So
just so I understand, this tunnel system here, they give you trouble for living there, but not for.
They give us a hard time for living over here too, but I mean, at the end of the day, like, they say they're doing wellness checks, but we know like they're just looking for other things. You know?
Right. Well, I was here and witnessed them taking away your stuff.
Oh yeah, the junk van.
Right.
Yeah. So these businesses over here, like, they don't like to see the homeless out here. You know.
Right.
I mean, I get it, but sometimes, I don't know, maybe they never had hard times in their lives, I don't know, but
this is something you're going to bounce back from.
Yes.
Is your goal to get back to Hawaii?
Yeah, for sure. So I actually own a house back home.
Yeah.
I own a house, I have a car, you know what I mean? Here I have nothing.
So how long is it going to take for you to figure these things out? Because I know it can't be easy living like this.
No, but I mean, we make do, you know what I mean? Like,
no doubt. You need to have those survival skills. But not everyone could do this.
No.
A lot of people would cave.
And sometimes I feel like it, but
But you have your husband.
Mm-hmm.
Makes it a lot easier with him. But you're also tied up in this small area, I guess, almost 24 hours a day.
Sort of, yeah. I try to stay out of casinos because they target homeless people a lot. So
when you say target, what do you mean?
Like I feel like they're always kicking us out.
Yeah.
You know. So I try to stay out of there. You know.
Now I just gave you $20. Realistically, are you going to end up going to the casino to gamble? Because it seems like everybody else, that's what they were going to do.
No.
There are more important things.
There is.
You just saying that for the camera, or that's the reality?
No, that's the.
I saw everyone else when I gave a little tip. They right away went to the casino, hoping to double and triple the money.
So like coming from Hawaii, like we don't have casinos and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So we
don't get the urge.
That's not our hustle.
Yeah.
Like so for me, like I mean, we did try the casinos, but like, man, losing all that money, it sucks.
Yeah.
You know, so, and then when you ain't got nothing to eat after and all your money went into the machine, it's like, well, now what? You know?
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's other things that I need, like food, because a lot of people come over here to our spot because, you know, they're hungry.
Yeah.
You know?
So it's a community here. You recognize everyone that's over here.
Yeah, so everybody that comes here, like, I recognize them.
Yeah.
All the people that live over here, like, we handpick them, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know,
I didn't even ask your name.
My name's Fumi.
Fumi.
This has been a very humbling experience for me. Like, it helps me to appreciate, like, the things that I take for granted every day, you know, like taking a shower, using the bathroom, having a toilet. You know what I mean?
Isn't it strange that that's what it takes us too, you know me. I remember I broke my leg and I was on crutches for 6 months. And it wasn't until I had crutches that I realized how lucky I was to have 2 feet. So sometimes these humbling experiences.
It's funny you say that because back home we have cars, you know, so like I'm a little spoiled back there. And even if I was homeless back home, I have a vehicle, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Here, we came over here, we don't have no car. And like, I remember the first time we had to walk places, I was like, oh my God, I'm not gonna make it.
Yeah.
And then, you know, after a while, you just get used to it. And then we gotta catch the bus. And I'm like, damn, I don't remember doing this since I was young, you know? And it's like, I would find myself getting impatient. You know, and I have to kind of like tell myself like relax, because there's people out there that wish they can catch the bus but they can't afford it.
Yeah.
You know, and then there's people out there that wish that they can ride a bike but they don't got legs. You know what I mean? And then it goes from there. Like, you know, it's like, damn.
Be grateful what we have.
Right.
Even when it's a little. We have our life.
We do.
Well, I appreciate your time very much, guys. It was a pleasure, Joe. Guys, it was a pleasure meeting you. I have one more sweater.
For me?
Yeah, for you.
For me?
For the boss.
Yeah. All right.
I gave away a couple down there.
Nice of you.
I think probably half and half. So I believe like when water lets get piled up somewhere else, somebody will push the button and open something else.
Right.
And it can come from the side. You can usually see it like starting to creep up slow.
Okay.
And it might be from like a pool, from like maybe a casino or a pool or something.
Okay. So is there normally some warning? Because I've read that a lot of people die from this water.
There's no warning.
No.
No.
See, this tunnel is a lot shorter. I didn't realize, but there are some deep tunnels nearby. People told me it was the Rio Hotel tunnels. What do you call this tunnel here?
Just
like little nicknames or?
Yeah, now just Valley View.
Valley View. Because from up there, I couldn't tell how deep it is.
Yeah, just Valley View. And then for me, so basically it's like the road or what's next to it. So yeah, this is Valley View.
Okay. And there are tunnels like this scattered all over downtown Las Vegas.
Well, just all around Vegas.
Yeah.
I believe it's over 200 miles of tunnels.
Wow. And what holds you back? Like you're living here on the side? Why are you not inside the tunnel yourself?
Because I was tired of losing everything and the water coming up.
Okay.
I mean, just being that dark, eerie place. A lot of people see spirits and ghosts when they're in the tunnel too. But water, I actually stopped the water before.
You stopped the water?
I stopped the water from coming in my tunnel.
How you by barricading it in some fashion?
I didn't stay in this tunnel. I stayed in the one right past it, and I stopped it twice. One time I stopped it when it was already up to my calf link, probably like right here.
Man, you got to explain more. What do you mean you stopped it? You got some extra superhuman power, or you piled rocks?
Yeah, I'll show you how when we're going right there. I'll show you how. So basically, like the ends of the tunnel.
Yeah.
So I got some plywood, and some 2x4, some plastic, and I made like a pinball machine kind of.
Okay, you directed traffic.
So it'll hit.
And before we go, these guys cleaning the garbage, like how often do they come in and clear out?
I say they be coming a lot more frequently, because when I used to be down here, they'll come like maybe once every 2 months. Yeah. Well, now it seems like they come every week now or such. Probably like every week or every 2 weeks now. You consider them sort of the enemy? They're taking away what you've collected and gathered? Oh yeah, one time they took all the males to jail when we stayed up top on Peaky. Yeah. Which is that parking lot back up here. They took us all to jail, and then they made us watch them take our stuff and they threw our stuff over to the apartments. So they basically like just all the stuff we like collect or
that you need for day-to-day life.
We need generators, things to cook. Like it's like every time we like start cooking and helping each other out, they bring them.
Yeah. So there is a problem with trespassing. They do come through and cause, like they'll arrest you for being here.
Yeah, they do, but they don't. It depends who you are, I guess. Because sometimes they'll come through. They didn't used to arrest anybody. They used to just give warnings.
Yeah. Well, what's the benefit in arresting you?
None.
It's just a cycle of going in and out of jail.
It's you know, nothing. There's no benefits, and nobody harms anybody. They make up stories.
Well, I'll tell you, me coming here, I had to ask a bunch of people, like, where are the tunnels? And everybody was very specific, like, don't go. This is not a place you want to go. I don't think in my life I've gotten as many warnings as I did coming here today.
Yeah, it's all.
I'm not really good at warnings. It motivates me to try a little harder.
It's all right. So I do the bell. See how this is?
Yeah.
I don't want to walk through there. We'll go the other way. But you see how the water pouts up there?
Yes.
And most of the time, if they don't go through the tunnel, it probably, if it's a deeper tunnel or maybe at night, you know.
Yeah. But what about the water? How high does it come? Like when it comes?
The last time I saw it get high, probably like waist deep, waist high. Yeah. And somebody had to get saved because he didn't understand it. So somebody had to grab him and lose their bag to save him.
Okay.
Because he didn't understand how fast it was coming. Because when the water comes, it comes very fast. And the water is heavy. And then you got the pigeons. So, yeah, pigeons are indicators, kind of, you know.
Tell me more. Indicate. What do they indicate?
Pigeons, they
when you see them scatter, what does it mean?
somebody's coming.
Somebody's coming?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, as far as wildlife, you got the pigeons, and some rats in the tunnels.
Okay.
But not all tunnels have rats, but
Now this is a relatively short tunnel in comparison with some of them, right?
right. You see they have like little side entrances that will lead to other places and stuff as well.
Okay.
Which I don't understand. But that's where the water comes from, different places, and push through here. So I already believe, like how these are.
Yes. How deep do they go?
Right, but look.
I mean, do people live down here?
They used to.
There's a small, what is the smell? It's a very strong smell.
It smells like, I'm not even sure what that is. It's just.
I can really smell it when I bend down.
It's just material. Build up a material, so you know the water is pretty dirty.
Yeah.
And they push it through. And look. But the reason they say no trespassing, which I believe is because they think people don't know or understand the risk factors and all the hazards.
But is there a different risk beside the water? Or the water is the risk?
I say the water is the risk, if you ask me. The water. Because besides that, as you tell, everything is calm. There's nobody hurting each other.
Now, is there a name for the people that live here by the tunnels?
No.
No.
No. It's no. No names, no like specific categories to name anybody like. No, it's just. Actually, I never even heard of a name.
I see online, you know, people call the mole people or the tunnel people of Vegas. But internally, You know, no names for yourself.
Yeah, there's no names. There's no names. Like people who are here, they civilized for the most part. You know.
Yeah.
Most of them had good jobs, so they know how to like
act.
Act and conduct themselves. Like, it's people who, you know, they may have had a COVID came through and just wiped their business out, or they lost their job for COVID.
Right. That's around the time when you came here 3 years ago?
Yeah.
It was COVID part to blame?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Were you in Vegas prior to COVID, or that's the reason you came here?
No, I was in Vegas prior to COVID, and I was working with the casino.
Yeah.
But when COVID came, they started laying everybody
downsizing.
off. Yeah. So yeah, that was a big factor. And then it's like not so much of a, like they say, a drug use will bring you here and stuff like that, but people, they do drugs, but people don't do drugs here too. So it's like, that's a fallacy.
Right.
And then they try to make it seem like the drugs make people commit crimes and stuff like that, which isn't true. I just think people commit crimes if they want to commit crimes.
Right.
In or out the tunnels. So basically it's just the water, and then people's mishaps might bring them here.
So basically anybody could go through some difficult times.
Right.
And find themselves in a similar position.
Right.
I think the stereotype like, look, if I were to see you on the street, I wouldn't think that you're living down here.
Yeah.
I think you're a tourist or you're just a local. The mindset of a lot of people is like people that live in tunnels look a certain way. They're all on drugs, can't talk properly. They're gonna instantly attack you with a knife or a shank.
Oh, no.
What I found from traveling the whole world is there are good people everywhere, even in the tunnels down below.
They should, oh yeah, all right, so this is, this grass here?
Yeah.
Before I got here, they said none of this grass existed. So, as you can tell, like right here is where I set up a dam before, so when the water came through here,
yes,
you can see kind of like how the water grew. I mean, the grass grew. So.
But are there ever times of the year where this is completely full of water, or it's like this all year?
It's usually dry, but monsoon season.
Right, we're in the desert, so
or just like last month it rained for like 10 days, but it was like big rain, like a lot of rain, monsoon type rain. So when the water comes, as you can tell, it curves right here with these tunnels.
yes.
So
like I'm not seeing any people live here. So there are certain tunnels where they're just completely vacant.
Right. But they used to be people here all the time.
Yeah.
Until I used to stay in this tunnel right here.
And give me an idea, like how many people would stay in this area here?
4 people, probably 4.
Okay.
Like, section off here. You can see like there's some graffiti on the wall or whatnot.
Yeah.
People tag. I never see them do it. Never ever seen anybody tag these walls. So the water will push through here. As you can tell, they're not even like.
Looks very clean.
Yeah, like dirty. Like people proceed and shit. So. And they say it's all dangerous, but it's really not.
Well, what about in the last 3 years? What danger have you seen with your own eyes?
Just the water.
No danger from other human beings?
No. Maybe I've seen like a couple fires.
I can smell fire right now as you said that. So this person with the blinking lights here in front of us, the police?
No.
Security?
Railroad worker.
They're gonna give trouble for us walking here?
Probably not.
I can smell fire.
Yeah, that's some wood fire or burning of some different material rather than just wood. So it could be some plastic. It smells like plastic.
Now, what normally is a fire used for? Any cooking?
Cooking and for warmth.
Warmth. Yeah, it gets pretty cold here at night at this time of year.
So this is still the wash. And this is where the tunnels come out to wash. And consider the tracks.
Now, when people told me the tunnels at Rio were the biggest, where are the Rio? This is Rio.
Right, so this would be Rio right here.
Yes.
We'll go up here.
So give me an idea, what does your day consist of?
Well, actually, I work too.
Okay.
So if I'm not working, maybe I'll be doing like some sports betting or...
Now, did gambling have any role in getting you down here into the tunnels?
No.
No?
No.
Because I see that's a huge problem in Vegas.
But yeah, some people like, I call it fighting the machine.
Fighting to win.
Yeah. And it's like, it could be beneficial, but I think it's more so the conformity factor of people not, you know, society, like something messing them up mentally to where like they want to, like, if they had their own business or something like that and lost it, it's like it's like failure to adapt to like back to civilian life and what they're used to. So yeah, I think those are like the railroad people.
He doesn't seem too interested in us walking. Doesn't really care.
And that's where the tunnels, everything washes down there.
Now these are live train tracks.
Yeah, and the rules of the train tracks, according to the FRA, the Federal Railroad, that if you're 50 feet away from the tracks, from the middle of the track, you should be good for trespassing. But Metro just says anything, Metro Police Department, they understand certain people don't know the rules. Like, for instance, if you have like an OSHA 10 certification.
What is that?
It's a certification that says that you meet and understand the standards and hazards
of being near train tracks. Okay.
Train tracks and construction, and it oversees the FRA too.
So if you have that license, you should able to walk.
You should be, but you know, you can't beat the power of Metro Police Department at times.
Have you found yourself in trouble often with the police? You're very calm, laid back personality.
Not really. It's just like whatever they do. Because sometimes, like, I've been to Cromwell and they accuse me of cutting them with a box cutter, and there's for security trying to beat me up for no reason.
Right.
And I went to jail for it, and I had like a messed up eye for it. So that was something I couldn't do anything about. But yeah, this is under there is
So this is the Caesar's Palace.
Right. So if you look at the wash, see how that's Rio over there.
Yeah.
And then you see it's how many are there? 7? Yeah, 7. These are the trussels right here.
Okay.
Collected.
And the water would be coming this way.
Right.
So it looks like this is more residential. This is where people are living.
Yeah.
See some barricades.
Yeah, the Rio, they are tutu. If they talk about these tunnels, yeah, they're not tutu friendly.
Yeah. But you've never had a problem.
No.
Then again, you never walked through with a camera.
Yeah, I never walked through the camera, but it's not too crazy. I'm not per se afraid of what they're telling me or not. Like,
Man, if you're living down here, I don't think it's possible to remain afraid. You're not gonna have a good night's sleep, that's for sure.
Yeah.
How was it at first when you first got here? I know there was once a time in my life where I was sleeping in a park, and the first few nights was very difficult to sleep. Every sound would wake me up.
Yeah, you get adjusted to the slightest sound sometimes, especially when with the constant harassing of police.
But survival tactics, right?
Like,
so what is this? This is solar panel
yeah.
for electricity. Yeah, this is a lot dirtier than what we've seen so far, and a lot of fire. Now, is the fire a danger to the people living here?
No.
No. I see in Toronto, where I'm from, it's cold, right? So fire to keep you warm, but fire causes a lot of harm.
Yeah.
So would you say that there is resources, there is help?
They say they are, but not like readily available. Like,
right.
And all that. Huh? What's up? It's like not readily available. They'll say this, but it's not like they have a specific like sponsors or people who directly work hand in hand. It's like go to the place and figure it out, which is not a good thing to do.
Yeah.
They should have somebody like or a group come out here.
But you don't have any caseworkers, like people that come down regularly just to check up on you?
Hell no.
No. What about people like volunteers coming to bring food or warm clothes or anything like that?
Maybe like every once in a while, like shine a light to come out like that.
Yeah.
Not really. They come out maybe every other Saturday now.
Okay.
And most people stop coming. Like, I don't know why. They just been sending Metro every day.
When you say Metro Police?
Yeah, not resources. They say they're here for resources.
Yeah.
And they're not never here for resources like that. Maybe 1 out of 10 will provide some kind of resource or something.
And the tunnels are deeper.
Well, where? Oh yeah, we go way back there somewhere.
Yeah.
I never even been all nothing like that.
After 3 years, I would have thought you would have known every inch.
Oh heck no, you
No.
never know every inch of this way.
Yeah. You guys feel like talking at all on camera? No? The camera's not facing you, don't worry. You wouldn't want to trip here. You might find yourself on the highway.
You can see where that was barricaded. That
Yes.
used to be a,
Walkway?
yeah.
Yeah. I guess the older you get, the harder it gets. What's on the other side?
It's just a wall and it leads to the parking lot.
But is there something there I can't see?
No, nothing is there, but they would just take a pallet
Yeah.
and put it on the other side.
Gotcha.
Put it back over.
Gotcha.
So, if you want, we could G-code it like that.
Yeah, it's up to you.
Yeah.
I'll follow you.
Alright. Definitely about that life right now. Yeah, got this pallet.
Ah, man, you're a professional. You didn't need that pallet. You're helping the old man here.
Oh yeah.
Here, maybe you can hold this for me.
Yeah, I can.
No, I'm not even worried about the pallet. I'm more worried about.
Well, yeah. This is the backside of the Rio. Yeah, that would be that. I'll throw it back over. Just that.
We go the shortcut.
Yeah.
We only see this in cartoons. This is real desert life.
Oh yeah. second floor here. On the second floor is where everybody who used to stay over there on Flamingo and in the Rio Tunnel, they would use the second floor stairs to come the back way to get up to the fourth floor here to go to the casino.
Okay.
You can like get an aerial view of certain things.
Am I gonna fall down and break a leg? You know what? If you could hold this.
All right.
This has gone through war with me.
Is it still recording?
It is.
All right.
This is the part at the top that I don't want to.
Yeah,
don't want to feel.
Don't step on the top.
Don't step on this.
No, you see that ladder? The top step. Yeah.
Okay.
You want to skip that one, and then go straight to the second one. There you go.
This fence is too hard to put a hole in.
It is, and I don't want to damage their property, you know. So
yeah.
they already don't like us as it is. So I try to be
Keep it clean.
Yeah, I try my best. And here my friend, she's all distraught.
Oh, okay. I appreciate your time again.
All right, Chris, thank you.
Okay. Wow, what a day. A lot of walking. I'm sweaty. It's a very hot day. You know, I'm humbled, period. I'm a humble person. I was further humbled today. The kindness of the strangers in some of the, I guess, saddest moments of their life. They really have nothing, or the little that they have, they're surviving and still have the ability to smile each day. So I think it's a lesson that we could all learn. A lot of people spoke to me off camera, and I respect them in their privacies, so they didn't want to talk. A lot of people actually spoke about like spirits and ghosts, but just didn't want to be put on camera. This is the kind of story that I really need more time. I need to hang out for a couple days, and I just don't have that time. So hopefully today's video gave you a small glimpse of what it looks like to live here in the canals, the flooded or flooding area, the tunnels under Las Vegas. Possibly the most touristic city in the world, has people living underground in fear of not only being arrested, but their personal belongings being taken away. And I can't be one-sided. You know, a lot of the people, something happened, possibly at their own fault, that caused them to come here. But I believe that everybody, including myself, deserves a second chance at life. But just the kind of day that was my adventure. Not everyone's going to understand it. A percentage of you folks are going to say that I'm exploiting the poor, and I'm okay. You say whatever you want about me. I create documentaries that I'm interested about. And today's a topic I was interested about. I don't know how many times I'm going to constantly repeat this, but I'll do it again. My channel is not profitable, okay? I make a little bit of money on ads that doesn't even cover my gas, hotel, and food. Everybody that was on camera today, I gave money. So I gave away $200 US, and it would take my video over 100,000 views to get that money back, not including hotel and gas and food. And some people are going to say, Chris, keep that shit to yourself. You don't need to tell us that. But I think it's important to understand I'm not doing this for profit, okay? One day I hope to profit from my documentaries, but at the size of my channel right now, to this date, my ad revenue is not even close to half of my expenses in putting today's video together. Very long-winded conclusion to today's video, but now I'm going to start driving in the direction of Slab City. I think it's 5 or 6 hours. I'm going to do Slab City tomorrow, and then on my way to Tijuana and Mexico City. So if you guys have enjoyed my content today here in the tunnels, hit that like and subscribe. I also got some merchandise links down below, so you know, help support a brother, your brother, Chris Must List. Time to make that long drive, so we'll see you in the next video. Love you guys.